Hi, Liza. So I'm just going to go over the Mailchimp template issues and whatnot here for you once and for all. So in general, rule of thumb for anything digital, we provide templates. We don't preset everything. So for example, when we design your listing gallery even, we design how each listing is going to look, and then how you organize it, how many more listings you have, what photos you replace it with is entirely you. Like each one of these icons we design once. And same is the case for the Mailchimp template. And I realized that the first one actually had all the cities and sub graphics built in. That's actually not the right way to do it. We provide one of each. Client replicates it to multiple. That is a rule of thumb for anything digital. So I'm going to walk you through how this is meant to work. This is our Mailchimp system, so it has your email template on it, but yours is going to have your own, of course. So let's go to create campaign, design an email, and we are going to type the market update test. Do not send. Done. Just gonna pick random things here to get the campaign going, but all this is up to you to set up and choose as you wish. We're gonna skip straight to the design section here. Now, under the design, we have a few templates. We're gonna use the latest one, the 2 version that we edited at 1:15 p.m. today. Click on that. Okay, so we found an even better, easier way to let you replicate blocks. It turns out we can define block types, which I actually didn't know existed until last week when we did some more research on how to do this the best way. The Mailchimp template conventions have evolved and gotten a lot easier, which makes your life easier and our life easier too. So any market update has major content type blocks. So this title here, you don't need this updated. You're going to change this to whatever suits you. So here you have the market update. You can change this to sales report or anything, any kind of heading you want. Okay, we just have one title block here as a demo here. You can replicate this as many times as you want. Okay, now let's say you want to cover 3 cities. Okay, you want to cover downtown Vancouver, and you want to cover North Vancouver and West Vancouver. I'm going to create this. But hey, hang on. I want West Vancouver before downtown because that's your primary market this month, let's say. I'm just using my imagination, and we want to move the downtown to the very bottom for whatever reason. Okay, here they are. Okay, we've dragged and dropped it. Now here, you can add another block under any one of these blocks by hitting the plus, but then instead, so it came to the very bottom here. Let's move this guy up a little bit again. So instead of the default Metro Vancouver title, we're going to change this to a image block because you have now prepared a couple of graphics, and because it's North Van, you need detached, townhomes, and condos. So under the image block here, you're going to hit the plus button twice more. Okay. And you'll notice that the new blocks generated have defaulted to the image title block, and you just have to change this to the image block again. And then let's move this guy up to the right sections here. I'm going to start populating West Van. Oops. First, and I'm going to move the North Van down below the images. Sometimes I realize drag and drop grabbers are not exactly fully responsive, and that's a bit of a Mailchimp glitch between closely knit blocks. We're just going to have to work through that. This one here, for example, I'm having a hard time grabbing. Okay, it looks like it's easier to move things down than up, so I'm just going to move the other titles down. So you got these guys here. So these image blocks, you can switch it to the new Canva graphics you make. So here I'm just going to change this to the townhome block we have here for you. Insert. Boom. So now you have detached houses, townhomes, and then let's imagine we change this to the condos, right? So yeah, and then after this, you're going to keep changing these blocks here as you wish. Oh, sorry, I gotta change that back to the title block. That's the downtown van one. So north van back up here. Put another block here. This one changes to an image block again. Now I'm gonna move the downtown Vancouver block below here. So yeah, just like that, you can keep on editing the North Van block to add more things. Now, let's say you have the right amount of blocks here. West Van has a few, North Van has a few, and Downtown Van has a few. And you're happy with this, you've sent this, right? Next time, if you don't want to have to reconstruct the whole thing, the best way to do that is actually to go to Campaigns, and then simply replicate this one for the next month. So you can see that if I click replicate, it copies over a lot of the previously set fields too, which saves you a lot of time. Then when I go into the edit design, you'll notice that you don't have to start from the singular item template from scratch. This one already has, look at that, West Van, 3 graphics here as I left it, graphic for North Van, and the downtown one, just like I left the last one before. So once you construct the first one, then the subsequent campaigns can be spawned from that, and all you have to do is switch out the dates and the graphics. So the nice thing about this is the styles of each blocks are preset. You don't have to worry about the colors and fonts. It's all done there for you. We even do have the text block set up here for you. So this guy here, if I change to the market summary block, then you are able to just gonna move this guy below. Yeah, just like that, you're able to reconfigure everything so that you can have a sequence that you want. So West Van, 3 graphics, and a text block. And then move on to the next cities as you deem fit. There you go. So I hope this helps you, Eliza, to understand the premise of repeatable blocks and the modularity of it, and how a template should be built so that you get full control and then able to save time after the first one.